Continue ahead to begin your franchise. Use the options on the left to edit league settings or change your role to a player or owner. View your team's saved snapshots. Quickly review the league's top performers and the current... Welcome to week 1 of the NFL preseason, where the rookies of today hope to become the stars of tomorrow. It's the Packers and the 49ers coming up next.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just length of the football for a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
Well, you know, most quarterbacks, when you talk about their big playability, you talk about the arm, but this, an absolutely huge play with a leg.
And also with his mind, because he had to see this play develop in order to make the decision to keep it and run. And how about him looking up and seeing the seas part for him once he got past the line of scrimmage? My first thought, I think he can go all the way, and I'm trying not to take over. Your call of this play, partner.
McCaffrey will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown.
Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And the grab by Croft. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And this is why more and more teams are getting their wide receivers involved in the running game. When you've got playmakers on the perimeter, you've got to get creative and find ways to get the ball in their hands. And here, this is a great job to get out of that initial contact and turn it into a big play.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And quick throw here, that's complete.
And the Niners are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey
ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the 49ers have moved out in front.
So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now their last 2 drives both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
A big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, the 49ers and Packers, they've played some big games through the years. And you think about just recently, the NFC title game in January of 2020, that was the day that Raheem Mostert ran wild, kind of out of nowhere. The 49ers advanced to Super Bowl 54. They also met this past January in Lambeau, and that, if you recall, was a game without a lot of offense. The two teams battling the elements. It was a 15-degree night, really cold, but the 49ers got a block punt return for a touchdown late, and then Robbie Gould won it with zeros on the clock to send the 49ers to the NFC Championship game.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop.
Purdy looking to throw. Right side, and he finds Gray.
Touchdown, 49ers!
Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
15 for the Niners there and a 1st down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
red zone now. They'll look to throw. That's caught out right by Jennings. Touchdown 49ers. Juwan Jennings from 17 yards out. And the 49ers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well.
So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the first half. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
And on now to a check on the next-gen stats in that first half for the Packers. And they've definitely been able to exploit some holes in that opposing secondary as they threw for close to 200 yards in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Niners, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half. Most of the starters are likely done. These coaching staffs getting ready to evaluate the youngsters in the second half. And to call the remainder of this preseason opener, we go back to Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener.
And the half will begin with a touchback.
Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter.
But Charles, for them, successful.
The drive will start with an option going left. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Charles, let's get a look at the draft class for this offense. Remember, no first-round picks this year. They traded it away. How much of a detriment is that?
Well, what they're hoping is the reason they traded away that first-round pick, that player won't be a detriment. He'll be an improvement for their team. And now as you get into the later rounds, in the middle rounds of this draft, that's when your scouting comes to the front. You have to hit on those selections.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. That's caught by Werner, the tight end.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
Personal foul, unnecessary waiting.
I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
They run over center with Mitchell.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, 49ers.
Elijah Mitchell.
46 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They've done a nice job on him in the first half.
It'll be a 1st and 10 coming up as this offense takes over possession of the football in the third quarter. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Room here to run. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
On 1st down, Purdy.
He'll get this to Jennings over the middle. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Purdy now to throw. And this pass caught by Gray.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on third down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it first and goal.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big time.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers.
Danny Gray
Ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these young...
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And some room to roam now. Then he will finally be taken down, but how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
First down, here's Mitchell.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory.
117 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
Jerome Jennings
ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game.
And the Niners have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. So that, Charles, his second touchdown of the ball game. He had the more standard receiving touchdown earlier. This time he finds the end zone in the run game.
Yeah, it's almost as if he said, well, that's how I normally do it. That's almost boring. Give me another opportunity. This time I'll use my legs only.
So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception.
A shotgun handoff to Mitchell.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Purdy.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Touchdown!
Ty Davis-Price.
31 yards.
And the 49ers add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They lead big. Quite the kickoff, really, to this exhibition schedule as they start once more with a 1st and 10. That's to Mitchell out of the backfield. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It has been a dream start to the preseason thus far as they look to finish things strong in the 4th quarter. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 131 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Purdy bootlegging it. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a 1st.
At this point, this offense feels like they could just roll out anything, and it would work. They are certainly in no hurry for this one to end. Now when they can rack up some stats and continue to add to their lead.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And some room to work. 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Boy, missed tackles continuing to plague this defense, and they surrender another big play and a touchdown here.
Yeah, but my count, at least 2 guys had shots at it, maybe even more than that. But this defense, they looked out of sorts all game long. That was definitely not one of their better efforts.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair. Because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. That's complete to the tight end, Werner. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The 49ers now going to use the 1st of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Purdy to throw it on 1st down. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Yet another touchdown in what has just been a high-scoring affair, a fun one to watch. And it's the rookie quarterback, Charles, coming through with yet another touchdown pass to pad the lead.
Did we come into this game where defense was optional? Because it certainly feels that way, right? But when you look at the scoreboard, this rookie gives his team with a little quicker pace than his opponents. The entire
scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
The players on your team earned XP. Quickly upgrade your team at the end of each game. This is the player card. Here are a player's motivations. How well your team aligns. This is the development trait. This is the ability. This player has a zone ability. This is a... Welcome to your franchise staff. Staff points when you have enough to see what some talent trees make you select a path to follow. It's week 2 of the NFL preseason.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Well, Christian McCaffrey is as tough to bring down as they come at the running back. He proved it right there.
On first down, Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. How about this? They'll try the option, left side. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down.
So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage.
Here we go, here we go.
How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up.
Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
On second and goal, here's an option play left. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a third down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. The kick by Gold is good, and the 49ers take a 3-0 lead.
Well, they moved the ball well there on the opening series. Running game was in sync.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start first and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some space here. There he goes, right side. He's at the 40, the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
This offense ready to head back out there as they'll take over with a little over a minute to play in this first quarter. On first down, this is McCaffrey.
It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down.
One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter.
Here we go.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 18 yards, first down Niners.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender, because that big man did not want to go down, and refuse to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. From 19 yards away. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
Their first passing touchdown of the ball game, and they go to the big tight end in those sure hands, and he provides the score.
Certainly looked like they were focused on taking away other weapons, and he certainly made them regret that because
the 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes it all the way down to the 32.
182 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half.
Preseason game, but I'll tell you, he looked mid-season form right there on that carry.
Get him out of there, Brandon. Don't let him carry the ball anymore in the preseason. He is ready for when it starts for real.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. Steps away. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
Partner, the good ones have a clock running in their head, okay? Because it says something like this: I've got this many seconds to find a target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this 1st down snap. He doesn't just get some yards, though. He gets a big gain, and they'll come right back with another 1st and 10.
Able to complete this one to McLeod. Touchdown, 49ers! Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, it might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Garoppolo, quarterback sneak, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the 1st. How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 4. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he is going to have the Niners first down as the defense nowhere to be found there. A gain of 20 on 4th down. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So we have a look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Third quarter action, and this offense will have a 1st and 10 as they get set for the next drive. Now the number 8 rusher in the NFL last season, it's Elijah Mitchell. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, 49ers. Elijah Mitchell, 79 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll start out here with the option left. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, Charles, now we take a look here at their 2022 draft class. No first-round pick for them this year, but it seems like they're able to overlook that, at least in talking to them, with the type of upside that they found on days 2 and 3.
Now, you're right about that. No first-round pick, maybe. But there was a point where the top selection did have his name thrown out there as a possible first-rounder. So now, as you described, they're hoping they can develop those traits and get a couple of difference makers out of the middle rounds.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. And that is incomplete. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now. It's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
First target, first catch, and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10, right at the 40. On the counter, Mitchell. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter.
They go play action here. Purdy. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Brandon, you know I'm all about quarterbacks protecting themselves, but I have to admit it, I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long, but he picked up the first down, kept fighting for yards, and was willing to embrace some contact to keep the play moving.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Back to throw, Purdy.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effect.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tyler Kroft from 3 yards out.
And the Niners are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception.
From the gun, a give to Mitchell.
Call it a game. First, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders.
Touchdown! Tyler Kroft, ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the 49ers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Well, it seemed like they were so focused elsewhere, they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns him there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the 4th.
So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception.
Now on 1st down, it's Purdy. Checks this one down, it's Mitchell.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
A give running right is Mitchell.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
93 yards rushing now for Mitchell. He's got a 1st down.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. 2nd down and goal. Purdy.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Purdy will set up to throw it here.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. 10 yards gets him closer, but now it's 4th and goal.
Nice completion, nice gain.
Great tackle.
Really good tackle. Kept him in bounds, kept things going. What do you do here?
That's the question. Let's see what they do. They'll try and sneak it here. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Well, this one probably not the close game you would expect or hope to see in prime time, CD. But, of course, that wasn't their intent in preparing for this one. They said they felt like their offense was ready to put up some points. And, my goodness, it has been a dominant display in front of a national audience.
Yeah, they thought it. And it certainly came to fruition, didn't it? They've been dominant in so many ways in this one. If you weren't paying attention to this group before, you certainly are now after seeing this type of victory from them.
From the 27, Purdy. That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away.
The third and final week of the preseason is here. A fourth exhibition game is a thing of the past. It's the 49ers and the Texans under the lights on Thursday night.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, it's a preseason matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Houston Texans. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you, and now we sit, CD, at week 3 of the preseason, and this is the one that the coaches probably think is pretty valuable, right?
Certainly. This is the dress rehearsal. This is the one where your starters are going to play. You might even game plan a little bit more than you do with a normal preseason game, and then you've got to decide, do you bring them back after halftime and get them going again in the third quarter so they're ready to go when the regular season begins? I'm eager to see how these coaches will handle that.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
But they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
From the 30 on second down, Garoppolo, and he's got room, and he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays, and kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
The deuce is wild here. 2nd down and 2 with just about 2 minutes on the clock.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers.
Christian McCaffrey
Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Niners will close.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Here we go.
The offense run. They are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And this one is incomplete. These offensive starters still out there in the second quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the third quarter, if not all the way through.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the third quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the fourth quarter.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Garoppolo looks to throw. And that's incomplete.
And that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then an out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo taking a shot for Samuel. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle.
Finding space at the 40.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Here we go, here we go.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
51 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Garoppolo now. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Garoppolo to his tight end Kittle for a Niner first down.
That was a route run.
Lovie Smith, he's seen plenty of challenges in his time as a coach, and he's going to throw the red flag on this one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
Jet sweep. Garoppolo taps it forward. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A gain of 39 that time.
So that one just a little touch pass, but it paid off quite handsomely.
Yeah, and let's face it, the quarterback loves it because it pads his stats as a completed pass for nice yardage downfield. But I like the way they get the receiver in motion. It's almost like he's running a route before he gets the football because he's got a full head of steam when the ball is popped in his direction.
the gun, McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey,
ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game, as his guys are able to extend their... The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he fires one incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Got his target, Samuel. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On play action, now Garoppolo.
And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's 3rd down.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Play action, Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner. Great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Here we go.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
64 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And he'll find McLeod on the right side complete. Touchdown 49ers. Ray McLeod, a 16-yard touchdown.
And the Niners have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a 3rd quarter lead.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And he's got some space here. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers.
Well, we're used to seeing big plays from him in the passing game. That obviously gave a rushing touchdown, and what a rushing touchdown it was.
And you got to think to yourself that this coaching staff has looked at his playmaking.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
On 1st down, they go back to Mitchell.
They find some open field here. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Off the edge, Mario Addison gets the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Open man is Juwan Jennings. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
First down would have been nice, but now you get to kick the field goal, still go up 2 scores.
They tried to get it there, didn't they? Through the pass, got the completion just short of the 1st down. But you're exactly right. Run the field goal unit out there, kick it, put it through the post, go up 2 scores.
They'll go with a keeper, and he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
And the grab by Croft.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
Elijah Mitchell
from 17 yards out. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary.
Purdy now to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
39 yards on the punt. Give him just 1 yard on the return. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the fourth quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. That one looks like he'll throw here. Out to his left.
That's caught. He finds Danny Gray.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
This aggressive approach. Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up.
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
Easily see how. Here are some recommendations to get you started. Meeting your season goal comes with higher rewards, but also higher risk. Welcome to week. This is how you access the new player health screen.